Chapter 236. Later that night, Faria came all the way to pick Alex up. Upon seeing Alex, Faria arched her hands respectfully before him and greeted, "Mr. Anderson, I'm really sorry to trouble you." Alex smiled slightly before he said, "Miss Adair, you don't have to be so polite." After that, Alex noticed that Faria was wearing a diamond necklace around her neck. At this time, he asked out of curiosity, "This is the diamond platinum necklace that you lost previously, isn't it?" Faria nodded hurriedly before she replied, "Yes. This is the diamond plating necklace that my mother gave me before she passed away, and it's more important to me than my own life. Therefore, I'm really grateful towards you, because if it wasn't because of you, I would never have gotten it back, Mr. Anderson." Alex smiled before he replied, "Faria, you have a connection with the diamond platinum necklace. Even if I did not help you, it would have been transferred back to your hands after a short while." Faria knew that Alex was only being modest. Therefore, she quickly replied, "Mr. Anderson, this is the first time that I've ever seen a really skilled master like you keeping such a low profile and staying so humble." Alex smiled and said, "Faria, you don't have to keep praising me. Let's get down to business immediately." Faria nodded before she said, "Okay, Mr. Anderson. Please get into the car." Alex got into Faria's G-Wagon before the driver drove the car swiftly to the Adair family's mansion in Oris Hill. It was a typical mansion that was renovated magnificently, and it was enclosed within a beautiful garden. The entire villa was filled with classical beauty and really portrayed the owner's elegant taste. Moreover, the mansion occupied a very large area. Since the Adair family could own such a large piece of land in Oris Hill, it was obvious that the Adair family was really extremely wealthy. Alex followed slowly behind Faria as they walked across the courtyard. As soon as he entered the living room, he saw a young man dressed in a suit and a pair of leather shoes walking around with an old man and a much younger girl. "Sister, this is..." The handsome young man looked at Alex suspiciously. "This is Mr. Anderson." Faria had an uneasy expression on her face, but she maintained her composure as she introduced Alex to the handsome young man. "Alex, this is my cousin, Lucas." "Hello," Alex said as he nodded. "Mr. Anderson?" The youth scanned Alex up and down before he replied sarcastically, "Sister, did you invite this so-called master who looks younger than me to take a look at Grandpa? Don't you think that this is a little too ridiculous?" Alex was a little annoyed when he heard Lucas's words. On their way home, Faria had already told Alex that her grandfather was dying and his life was hanging by a thread now. The younger generation of the Adair family had invited countless famous doctors and masters to come over to take a look at their grandfather in hopes that they would be able to make a great contribution if they helped to cure the old man and save his life. After that, they would be able to hope for a bigger share in the Adair family's property when their inheritance was allocated. This was especially so for Lucas. Unfortunately, all the famous doctors that he had invited to the Adair family mansion had not been able to help the old man at all. Lucas was a little hostile towards Faria as he glared at her. At this time, Faria quickly replied, "Brother, Mr. Anderson is a very skillful master. When I was plagued with bad luck previously, Mr. Anderson was the one who helped me reverse my fortune. He is really a very skillful master in feng shui and metaphysics." Lucas replied with contempt, "Sister, the person that we need to hire to treat Grandpa now is a doctor, not just a feng shui master. Does this young man even have any idea what he's doing?"